Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Broad Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host, Alex Garletto.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, we did it. It's another week.
I'm so happy to be here. I missed you.
I missed you.
You've been gone, sister.
I've been gone. I went to Florida.
How was it?
It was good. It was fucking busy. Oh, God. I did the most embarrassing thing. We'll get into that in a minute.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. It was an embarrassing trip for sure. I was gone in Florida for a little bit, and yeah, I think that's the only place I went. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and now I'm back.
Amazing. And you were happy?
I'm happy to have gone.
That's good.
To be back, it's all right.
It's all right.
I mean, you can only give a city so long before you're like, I just don't like it. You know what I mean? There's no learning to love New York. If I get it. If you live in New York and you love it, you're kind of disgusting and you like germs, and that's just what it is. And I just have to accept my friends for who they are, the dirty trash bag, germ-loving, anxiety-loving humans they are.
I'm a germ.
I'm a gem. You don't count, but because you live in a home with a yard.
Yeah, I love having a home in New York. I don't think I would like the city as much if I'd had to live like apartment life my whole life.
The city
which is what most people do. Yeah, it's rough.
It's bad.
I hate to change the subject, Kim, but have you ever do you ever get your nipples frozen?
The way that you asked that was so strange.
My nipples are frozen.
But you said it like it's a thing,
right
like a
now.
Groupon that you go do.
Do you ever get your nipples? No. Okay.
Why did you say it like that?
Like, do you ever get your asshole bleached or something like that? Do you
why
ever
did
get
you
your
say,
nipples frozen?
I imagine someone taking ice cubes to my nipples.
I didn't know how to phrase it because I don't know how to phrase it.
Are your nipples ever cold? Maybe would have been a good way.
It's not cold. Cold's not the word. They're like frozen. Like they're like numb almost with a frozen feeling. Bobby, can you please look this up because it happens to me maybe 2-3 times every winter.
Alex, it's a really easy solution. Wear a bra in the winter.
Okay.
You're just nude.
No, I'm wearing a sports bra under this.
Okay.
And it's like
and your nipples are freezing.
They're frozen. They're like
how?
They're numb.
My nipples are the warmest part of my body besides the insides.
Goddamn right it is. They are. It feels like a nervous system thing. Like it feels like the nerves in my nipples have died right now. And like it happens every once in a while, and it happens for a couple hours, and then they come back and they're maybe there's also an impression of small nerve
Oh wow. By wearing a bra that doesn't fit properly, this type of nerve compression can also cause a tingling sensation. Alex, you need a bigger bra.
I don't think that's the case because it also happens to me when I'm not wearing a bra.
I like the
sometimes.
next article. Numb nipples?
Numb nipples? Question mark. Yeah, well shit. Okay, I gotta do
numb
this
nipples
podcast.
Sounds like a shot that you asked for at the bar.
I gotta do this pod with my numb nips, sister. I don't know what to say.
Oh, fuck.
I'm here, but they're not.
They're not.
You know?
It's okay. They'll come back.
Okay, I hope so.
As long as they don't get frostbite and fall off.
I don't think they're like physically cold. I think they just, it's like registering in my brain as cold.
Bodies are weird.
Bodies suck. It's so scary. They're going to die. It's like, I don't want my body to die.
Oh, it's so sad. You ever imagine your body without you in it?
Like,
it's sick.
It's just going to be a little dumb shell.
It's going to be and it's going to, I know, I'm so pissed. I know when I am dead, I'm going to have my dumb mouth open.
You already know it.
It annoys me
Kim's
so.
a drooler. I know that about you.
Yes, I'm a drooler. Like, I'm a very open mouth breathing bitch. Like,
I've seen you drool, sister.
It's truly one of my ugliest qualities is how much I'm a mouth breather.
Kim will drool on the plane. She'll drool in your bed if she's sleeping over.
I will drool. If I take a nap for 3 minutes,
gonna wet that pillow.
I'm wetting the pillow. If I come in your house, I'm getting wet, and it's not from my vagina.
Kim, I hate to say this, but you're right. You're gonna die with your mouth open.
I know.
I feel it.
I'm so angry.
That sucks. If I'm there, I'll close your mouth for you.
Please, it'll be all stiff.
You know how people
you have to break my jaw.
They come over and like shut the body's eyes.
You do my
I'm just
mouth.
gonna just
oh fuck,
just really lightly under the chin. Close your
Here
mouth.
lies Kim with a pile of drool. It's gonna stink.
Yeah, people are constantly dying in embarrassing positions, I'm sure. Like nobody right after they died, if they could look down at their body, would be pleased with how they.
Have you ever seen the girl that
position.
jumped on top of the car, the suicide car girl, and she looked so beautiful? There's this girl that like is known for like being the most beautiful suicide.
She did it. She like Guinness World Record.
This
Most
bitch
prettiest
jumped off such a high building. She landed on this car, dented the whole car up, and the way she looks like she was softly placed on a car. Look at this bitch.
No.
That's how she landed.
With her little dumb feet crisscrossed like that, like she's going down a water slide, like perfectly.
She must have had the best pussy in high school. I don't know why I think that, but I do.
She was perfect.
She was a perfect queen.
She walked between the raindrops.
Look at her eyebrows, the way they're lifted. Look at her mouth, nice and closed.
Nobody
in
dies
depth.
with that face. With that chill ass face.
Look at her lipstick, perfect. Her hand, it looks like she's holding flowers up to her own chest.
Is she not?
This image is so beautiful that it doesn't even bother me that she's dead. Isn't that crazy?
No, she killed herself for art.
She really did. I kind of want this framed and put on my wall in my home.
Kim, that's really dark.
That's dark, but it's beautiful.
That's really dark, yeah.
It's a beautiful ending for her. If I killed myself, my mouth would be open. That sucks. If that happened to me, like somehow my dress would fly up and I'd have like vagina razor burn, like it would be like just not good. You know what I mean?
The antenna, the antenna caught Kim in the pussy on the way down.
It just, it pierces me. I'm like a flag on the antenna.
Oh no.
The wind picks up. I'm spinning around it suddenly. It sucks.
Yeah, no, if you're going to kill yourself, you have to put together like a little Instagram photo shoot room, like with like flower petals on the ground and stuff, and put your best outfit on and go out in style.
Yeah.
Right?
But then like somehow, even if I did that, somehow I'd shit myself. You know what I mean? Like something would happen when people would be like, she looks great, but is that poop?
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. I'm already nervous to be shitting myself when I'm in the future giving birth.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck?
No.
You poop on your baby, you're okay
When
with
I
that?
think about giving birth, my fear is not shitting.
You all right? You all right with pooping on your baby?
I don't give a fuck.
The moment they come out.
I'm not all right with the physical birth part.
First moment of life, poop.
Don't care. Get over it,
You
kid.
poop right on your baby's
Life's
chest?
gonna shit on you more. You're just better be happy this one came from your own mother.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I need to take your attitude about more things in life.
I mean, like, when I think about birth, the shitting's not what worries me. I mean, you would think it'd be like the fucking vagina to asshole tearing.
No,
or
I'm
like,
mildly concerned about the shitting on my husband part. Like,
I don't care.
I want him to catch the baby. What if I like shoot it out?
He's gonna have to catch your shit too then. 'Cause
Damn.
that's what it is.
People are always taking pictures of their newborns before they clean them off, and I'm like, bro,
I don't want to see your newborn before it's fresh.
how long does it
looking.
take to clean the baby off?
It takes 10 minutes. Can we just keep those pictures in the family?
Just do a medium okay job of it for like 2 minutes before you take the first picture of the baby.
When
right?
my sister was having her baby, she asked the only person she had in the room was my mom and the baby's father, and she asked my mom not to take pictures of her vagina while she was giving birth, and me and my sister were waiting outside the room, and this bitch just sends us a picture of my sister's pussy with a head coming out of it. It was the most graphic way I've ever seen my little sister.
No, your baby sister.
My baby sister with a human coming out of her pussy. It was so fucking huge. The hole was like this.
Oh, it's really wrong to take.
And it was just a head like this. And it was hairy.
It was at the maximum circumference.
It looked like a pussy that was reverse.
What?
You know how like it's a hole?
Yeah.
It was like if it was a bubble instead.
Oh,
like
no.
a hairy pussy.
It was an outie.
Because it was a
big outie pussy.
the top of a baby's head, so it's a pussy with like hair,
like a cute little
It's
like
pushing out.
Yeah, little like bump. Oh,
the way that it's disturbing. And I was like, how disrespectful too for you to sneak that and send it out to us.
So rude. That's the rudest.
She's not allowed in the room when I'm giving birth. I already know.
You already know that she's gonna send that picture out to the comedy community.
I don't want her there. She'll post it on Reddit.
She'll send it to Nate and Tanner.
For sure. She'll send it to Bobby and be like, put it on the podcast. Ruin my life.
But the Bobby's face when you just said that, he so doesn't even.
Have you ever seen a baby coming out of a vagina?
Yeah, we've had to watch that a lot on Legion of Skins.
Oh, you have?
Bobby's seen it 100 times.
They made us watch it in school.
That's fucked up.
They made us watch it in school too. You didn't have to watch The Miracle of Life.
No.
Yeah.
Florida. God damn it, Florida.
Even
I don't
in-
think I've ever even fully seen more than 2 seconds before I do that, a baby coming out of a vagina.
That's
'cause
why
I
there's
actually can't handle it.
20,000 unplanned teenage pregnancies in Florida per year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, in school, they taught us that the only way to not have a baby was abstinence. Literally. They're like, this is it.
My stupid Catholic school taught me that too, which really, really was not. It's really fucking bad to teach kids that. I mean, holy shit.
Because kids are so damn horny.
They will fuck their whole lives away.
Do you remember how horny you were as a teen?
You can tell a kid that they're going to go to hell for having sex before marriage and they still fuck.
My mom told me that, and I was like, fucking like, well, see you soon, devil.
See you in hell, brother.
See you in hell, brother.
At least the guy you're fucking will be there too.
Now let's both do bad missionary. I was so bad in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The way I was bad at sex until I turned, like, legitimately, I probably didn't start being good at sex until I was, like, 22.
I only just recently started being bad at sex.
Bad? You went backwards?
Yeah, I went backwards.
What do you mean?
I used to be a dancer. I was getting ready to fuck for years. Like, when you're a dancer, you're just like moving your body in all these weird ways forever. Like,
yeah.
I was flexible. I knew what I wanted. I knew it was happening.
You're scaring me.
Sorry. 17-year-old me was yeah.
You were ready.
I was ready.
I was not.
And now I'm like almost like bored of it sometimes and just kind of want to lay there. You know what I mean?
That was me when I was 17.
Yeah, well, you're going in the right direction, I guess.
It's weird the order you're doing this
Yeah,
in.
I'm not doing it right, but
yeah, I was I sucked. I didn't start having good sex until I moved to LA and I started fucking this model. And we started having really good sex. And I didn't even realize I liked sex until I was 22. I thought that I was like, maybe I'm gay because this is never fun.
right.
And then I met the right dick.
But was it
You
just the
gotta meet
guys?
the right dick.
Was it you or was it the guys?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think it was like, I think in order to be good at sex, you kind of have to have someone that's good at sex show you. So I think I
Yes.
just had like never had someone good enough. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, I get that. Well, especially when you're like a teenager and you've never fucked before, and then you're dealing with teenage boys who are just really excited to put their penis in something.
And the guy I lost my virginity to was a virgin. So we were both virgins having sex for 3.5 years.
Right.
3.5 years of virgin sex. It was terrible.
That's really bad.
It was really bad.
Wow. And yeah, no wonder at the end of it you were like, I might be gay.
And not only was it like virgin sex, it was like virgin like sneaking like in his parents' house. Quiet sex where you couldn't even like explore.
There's genuinely nothing worse. I mean, it's kind of hot sometimes when you like have to be a little quiet, but when it becomes
Sometimes.
routine,
Yes.
when it's routine that we have to be quiet every
rude.
time,
It should be called rude teen because I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with quiet sex.
It's well, also for a girl, I think like we have to be so relaxed in order to like be able to come. Like we have to be so like happy and in our element. And like if there's any bit of like, well, the bed's making a little bit of noise and I'm trying really hard not to let it make noise. Like I'm never gonna get there.
Never.
Ever.
It's never gonna happen.
No, not even close, honestly.
No.
I'm like waiting for him to finish so that the noise could stop, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a problem.
It is an issue. So yeah, I didn't have to start having good sex till I was like 22, and then it's been great ever since.
I like the
On
way you
and
looked
off.
right at the camera for that. It felt like a fucking confessional. If you're ever on a reality show, you're gonna be amazing at the like backstage confessionals. Holy shit.
So me and Johnny made out last night, and things got a little crazy. I know he's been with Alicia for the last 6 days, but I think it's my turn in the Hut Love House.
Hut love house.
There's always a Hut Love House.
Oh, fucking Alicia.
Fucking Alicia. That's what he wasn't doing.
Yeah, you're good at this.
I'm already mad at Alicia.
Fuck Alicia. That skinny bitch.
I don't know why I use my grandmother's name, but there's got to be some science behind that.
There's psychology of some sort in there. Do you have a young grandma? I feel like you have a young grandma.
No, my grandma's a grandma.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans don't have young grandmas?
I mean, my grandma's like
It's the most racist thing ever.
85 now. She's 85 and I'm almost 30, so.
But you have a young mom.
I mean, not really.
Grandma waited, but mom didn't.
My mom had me when she was 22.
20. Yeah, my mom had me when she was 36.
Oh.
That's a huge gap.
Well, I don't have a young mom. You have an old
I have an old mom. That's a really good point.
Yeah. Because my mom's like, I feel like young is like 16, 15. I think like
Well, yes, that's very young.
but not really when you're thinking in terms of like our grandparents and our parents. It's not really super young. Girls started having kids. In my town, people start having kids at 18. That's what you do. That's where the bar starts. So it's not weird for 18-year-olds to get pregnant. So 2 years younger than that, I'm like, when I'm like, that's young, I'm like, that's 2 years younger than the average for where I came from.
How often do like 14-year-olds have kids in your town?
I would say,
If we're looking at like the bell curve,
I mean, there was quite a few
Gotta be a
pregnant
couple.
14-year-olds. Yeah.
who
Yeah.
kept it
Mm-hmm.
because they're religious.
Yeah. I remember my friend got his girlfriend pregnant and they were in 9th grade.
No,
And he was so tiny.
I'm sure.
And she looked like she looked like she had already graduated high school.
Can
She
you
was
pull up a picture of a 9th grade boy for me? I want to see how young this is.
And his chick like was a woman by the time she was in 10th grade. Like she looked like a woman.
Well, hell yeah, she's getting ready to carry that shit.
Yeah, her body was ready for a baby.
I mean, apparently.
And now like he had that baby. When you're in 9th grade, how old are you? You're like 13 or 14? Yeah.
13.
He was 13, maybe almost 14. So now the kid is like, I don't know how
The
to
kid's
do math.
30.
The kid's like 80 years
kid's
old
older
and
than
he's
me
my
now.
age. So
That's 9th grade.
So imagine someone like that getting you pregnant. Look at the kid in the orange and blue. Imagine his arms
No.
over you.
Over me. His chain dangling.
Oh,
Fucking TikTok
fuck. Gross. I'm sick.
Oh no. Oh no. That's the worst trend on TikTok.
It's like a really bad trend. There's a trend on TikTok right now, you guys, where I don't know what song it goes to, but
It doesn't matter.
the
It's
boys
the
on
visual
TikTok,
that's the problem.
it's like a visual of a chain hanging. Like the song starts and it's like, this is what you would see if we were having sex. Like basically is the concept. And then the boys just go over the camera and let their chains hang, and their little tiny whiskey mustache hairs
They're
are like
little
staring
peach
at you.
hairs.
It is.
It's really awful.
When I say it's disgusting,
It's really bad.
it's bad. It's bad. Their little whiskey faces. Oh, their little tiny
like
faces.
they have like in their eye creases of children. Like you could just see the child in their face.
Did you see
It's
the TikTok that I
wild.
posted the other day? I did a duet of. This girl did a TikTok and was saying like, this girl did a TikTok and she said, when I like older men, this is what I mean. And she like, and it was like pointing to older men, and they were all 23 and under. It was like David Dorbick from YouTube and like fucking like
How old was the girl?
maybe 14.
Because that's reasonable. Do you remember how old a fucking 30-year-old felt to you when you were
She was saying an
20
older
or
man was
19?
23. I understand a 30-year-old. I understand being 14 and being like 30 older. 23.
So like our intern Dylan would be like an older man to her.
Yes.
These people shouldn't have like phones, let alone social
No,
media
I was
accounts.
like,
That's
you were
crazy.
grounded. And then I did a duet of it, like watching it, and I was like shocked that when the ages came up, and then she commented on my TikTok, she's like, I'm so sorry. I just meant that like I just think boys that age, that because they're like older than me, that they're older, and I didn't know that this would blow up. And I was like, I'm just kidding, but
Wow.
yeah, I hate TikTok.
You
I love it. I love it, but it's disgusting.
I spend an hour and a half on it every morning. It's an actual problem. Like I
it's a huge
can't really
issue.
get out of bed without seeing what the teenagers are up to.
Yeah.
It's an issue.
I can't even hear someone say 1, 2, 3 without going all day long. I'm singing TikTok songs.
Yeah, and that you only know like the 20 seconds of the song.
Oh God!
So it
But
goes-
when that song plays in the real world,
when does the song play in the real world?
yes,
TikTok songs.
yeah.
Besides the ee ooh song, what else?
They all do.
Can I do that
And if
again?
the world, yeah.
Ee ooh. That's pretty.
Oh, the yours is better.
Ee ooh. That's pretty good. Pull the hoop it up, go around grandma's box, go around grandma's box, and I'm gonna hit the box, put my stick in the box. I'm gonna get
She's not gonna make a song. Don't wipe that in your nose.
I don't know. I really don't know one lyric. If I had to guess, it goes, had to put my stick in the box at one point. Yeah?
Oh, I thought it was sucked.
Me too. Let a boomer know. I don't even know it. And I really want to know where that at.
I can't even see the fucking shit.
I'll do that part.
Nigga try to give me 5 mile water. Living down with some of my daughter. Had to drink, go with me, drink harder.
Lot of niggas out here playing, they
Call them. Out of whole hum and rim.
You're doing really good, Kim. Keep going.
Even on my whips, shawty bet in the city, paddling like a sea.
Okay, now that I see the lyrics, I understand why I don't know any of the lyrics. He literally said, the word Aaliyah in there. He goes, Aaliyah. That's his pronunciation of Aaliyah. I was never supposed to understand it. It's fine.
That's the same sound you make when you accidentally sit on something wet. And you get up real quick.
That was Aaliyah. That was the name Aaliyah in there. Wild. Anyway, I like that song. It's
a
great.
good song. It's a good song. I like the and if the world was ending, you'd come over, right?
Yeah.
You'd come over and you'd say
I'm sick of people singing though.
I listened to that song on Valentine's Day and cried on the subway.
Oh, that's fun.
It was really good.
Oh.
It was good.
That's a top
Everybody
moment.
around me had flowers.
That is a top moment of crying in public.
Oh, God. And then the song came on by accident because the playlist was TikTok songs. And I was like, I'm going to put this on, ignore all these people and love around me. And then that song started playing and I was watching this couple like,
you
this
just
guy
wanted
was
to
like
renegade.
subtly kissing his girlfriend. And I was like, this is sick. It's good. Where's the lyrics?
Don't make her cry.
I like it. I'm fine now. It's not Valentine's Day. Come on, Alex.
I don't know the lyrics to this
They're
song.
right there in front of you. Then you come over, right? You come over.
Nobody wants to hear us sing all these TikToks.
I think this is making for a good podcast.
You just reminded me of a time. It wasn't necessarily Valentine's Day, but it was probably like my top one worst moment in public ever.
Okay.
I was working this temp job at like Macy's online division or something like that.
Okay.
And having a fight with my boyfriend over him having gone to the city the night before and he totally lied to me about it, didn't tell me anything about it.
Oh, hell no.
Right? I was like 18 at the time. Mm-hmm. Peak of like not knowing how to deal with my emotions. Mm-hmm. So I found out while I was at work and I took my break. This was like in Midtown, like 6th Avenue, Midtown somewhere. Mm-hmm. And it was the middle of the summer and I calmly I got out the elevator, walked out to the street, called my boyfriend, and just fucking started screaming, like publicly, like not giving a flying fuck who was listening.
Those are the bad times.
You're a fucking piece of shit. I fucking hate you. I never want to see you again. In front of literally the lunch crowd in Midtown. A hot summer day. There couldn't have been more people. It was like I was like trying to like excuse myself from pedestrians and then I gave up and I just screamed in people's faces. It was honestly a moment where I let go and became a little bit different.
It's honestly not my type of crazy.
No?
Shockingly enough, you would think because I'm Puerto Rican, I like the scream in public.
Oh,
I'm not a public screamer.
I haven't done a good public scream really ever in my life besides that.
Feels good, yeah.
It felt good.
I'm sure.
It felt good. And then immediately after, it was very embarrassing. And I was glad that it was a temp job. And I didn't need to be in that neighborhood anymore.
When you were fired.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I'm much scarier than that.
Yeah, well, I know you could hold that shit in to a frightening degree, I feel.
Yeah. The way, oh God.
Nobody
if I'm mad
will
at you and I'm
know.
silent, it's an issue.
Nobody will know that there's something wrong until you decide.
Unless the person I have a problem with, they know for sure. But nobody else. It'll be bad.
I made it New York City's problem. I made it literally
Bobby?
Midtown's problem that he had gone out the night before.
Oh, You're asking me?
I said what?
Oh, I was gonna say I dated Puerto Rican girls, and but the most angriest person that I've ever dated was an Irish girl. She
Really?
would physically attack me anywhere we were.
With a
Angry,
four-leaf clover?
screaming.
Represent the white girls. We're crazy too.
Yeah, yeah.
We're arguably the craziest. I think
That was
Really?
arguably
think-
the most craziest girl I've ever.
white girls are fucking crazy. We're out of our minds.
Really?
We're so
Crazier
entitled.
than Puerto Rican girls?
Yeah, I think that we're crazy in a different way for sure. Who's the craziest type of woman? Like
You said
In
an Irish
For
was
me,
for
it
you.
was Irish girl for sure.
Oh, look at Francis. He's
Oh, he
grabbing
can't
at the
wait.
mic
He
like,
can't wait
oh
to
my
answer.
God.
Italian women are the craziest.
thank you.
For sure.
Really?
I knew that. We are genuinely the craziest. My crazy has never come out here, and I really hope it never does. But it will fuck you up, Kim.
My crazy pretty crazy. You've seen it before.
I have. It
We're not
scared
going to
me.
get into details, but Alex has seen my crazy.
It genuinely scared me.
It's bad.
I walked into the room crying, being like, please don't hit me. Let's be friends.
Oh, yeah. I didn't hit Alex, but she deserved it. I'm talking about the ad still. Oh my gosh, you guys. Today's episode is brought to you by the amazing team over at Mudwater. Mudwater is an incredible coffee alternative that'll keep you focused and energized while also saving you time and money every day. Look, everyone loves coffee, tea, and energy drinks, and they're part of our daily routines, and we all need an extra kick to get our work done. I know that if I'm not drinking Mudwater, I'm spending $10 a day on coffee easy, and that shit adds up.
Yes, not only that, but my hands shake afterward. It's a lot.
Well, luckily for you, Mudwater is here to help with the perfect amount of caffeine to keep you focused, plus great ingredients to reduce inflammation, help digestion, and relieve pain.
Plus, each ingredient is added for a very specific reason. There's turmeric to help inflammation, cinnamon for sugar cravings, cacao and chai for mood and energy, lion's mane for focus, cordyceps mushrooms for physical performance, and chaga and reishi for immune and stress response. And no, it does not taste like mud. It tastes amazing, especially if you follow a few of the recipes listed on mudwater.com. You could add steamed coconut milk and MCT oil for a mud latte, almond butter for a mud shake, and of course, ice to replace those expensive iced coffees.
So if you know anyone who has said, I'm trying to quit coffee or I'm trying to keep it to one coffee a day, Mudwater is perfect for them. Go to mudwater.com, mudwtr.com, and use code DRINKMUD for 15% off your order.
That's all one word, drink mud, for 15% off your order.
Mudwater is here to make your life easier and more productive with the strength of coffee, the health benefits of tea, and the euphoria of chocolate without those anxious jitters. One more time, go to mudwater.com, that's mudwtr.com, and use code DRINKMUD for 15% off your order.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Oh.
So tell me what this embarrassing thing is that you did.
Oh my God, I'm such a slut.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
I'm just a slut. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you're listening to this podcast, just know that I am a slut.
Is this more or less embarrassing than the time you pulled a guy into a public restroom?
Oh, why'd you
I just want to
remind
be
me?
stretched.
That was my subconscious.
Good.
It is probably almost is equally embarrassing. At the time, it was less embarrassing because everyone was cool about it. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's pretty bad.
It's hurting more as time goes on.
Yeah,
I
which
kinda
is one
like
of the
that.
worst kinds of embarrassing. So I went back home to visit my family, and if anyone knows me very well, people know that I'm not a big drinker.
You're not.
I don't drink a lot.
I've only seen you drunk a handful of times. maybe.
Yeah, I only get like, and how many times? I think you've seen me like trash maybe once or twice.
Only the one time where we dropped your phone down
at
the elevator
Ralph's.
shaft.
Yeah, I was thinking that's probably the only
Yeah.
time. That's one of the few times I've gotten drunk. And when I get drunk, I obviously get drunk as fuck. That's why I don't do it, because I can't handle my alcohol because I'm more of a smoker. So I just have like a few drinks. But I went back home, and it's not my fault that 5 drinks cost $17. And it's easy to drink them that way.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? And
When
then
I was at
buying
Penn State, that's when I was drinking, because it's like a beer was like $2.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to get me raped tonight?
That's
do
what
you
it
want?
was. That's what it was. And then like it was so cheap that I felt like a big shot, so I was buying rounds for the bar and shit. You know what I
Goddamn
mean?
right.
Like, and
Also,
then when
you're
you're
coming
buying
back, you're like doing well in comedy, and
You
you're
have
coming
to-
back to your hometown.
you have to buy the rounds.
You got to be
It sucks.
balling when you go back.
You have to.
I get
Even
that.
if you're not, you have to. So I was buying all the drinks, and because I was buying them, people were like, let's do shots, right? So I got fucking trash. And mind you, I'm with
Your
my
hometown trash just took total advantage. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, give us another round.
yeah. And I was with my mom, my stepdad, this old man. He's a family friend that's been living with us for years.
Living with you.
Yes.
How have I never heard about him?
I don't know. I think I've told you about him.
How many people are living with you?
In my mom's house?
Yeah.
It's my mom, my stepdad, Carlos, and my sister and her boyfriend.
Carlos is the old man. Okay. I never heard about Carlos.
Oh, yeah. So he comes out with my parents a lot. And so it was my stepdad, Carlos, and my mom.
What's
And my
Carlos'
uncle.
situation? Why is he just an old man living with you?
Carlos is an old man that okay, so he was really good friends with my grandfather, who was also named Carlos. They were really good friends, and they're like in the same home, but they were friends for like years. And my mom knows like his family and stuff. And basically, Carlos was living on his own, but the neighbors were like taking care of him. But when my mom, after my grandpa died, she went to go check on Carlos 'cause she hadn't seen him in a while, and she had found out that the neighbors had like all the like their credit cards on his accounts. Like basically they were like
they were.
helping him, but they were like using the fuck out. They were gone when she went to go visit him. They were gone on a cruise with his credit card.
That's actually the most like that's the most fucked up kind of like
it's terrible.
Yeah, because you're pretending to do something good for somebody.
Yes.
Well, you're like being this amazing person and this martyr and whatever, and actually just sucking this person dry. Ooh, fuck.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
So
then
your mom saved him basically.
Yeah.
Saving this old man.
yeah, so basically and then she told his kids about it, and his kids don't live in the States, so then they signed over the things to my mom. My mom was like, I'll help him out, blah blah blah. So now he lives
Your
in our
mom
spare
adopted
bedroom.
him?
Yeah, my mom adopted an old man, essentially. So they were all out, right? So I get trashed at this bar, and then I meet this guy who, when I'm hammered, to me looks like Michael B. Jordan.
Okay. Let's bring up a picture of Michael B. Jordan because he's a really beautiful person. Like literally,
You want me to give you this guy's name too, so you can pull him up too? And
There are.
compare. No, I don't think we should do that. Right? Is that fucked up?
I just want to say
No, I don't think we should bring.
I don't think we should bring him up.
Okay.
2 or 3 people in the world look as good as Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
I don't know what to say.
I remember specifically being like, you look like Michael B. Jordan, and ask him what he does.
and he was
told
like,
me,
I'm in.
yeah,
Like,
he told me he was an engineer. And every time I remember being so hammered, but I would turn around and he'd always be like with his friends.
every time.
He was always like, yeah. To me, that's what he looked like.
I mean, he's beautiful.
Right. So I thought I had a catch.
Cool.
Right.
Great. Good for you.
So I'm hammered.
For a couple
and even the
hours.
next day, I find this video in my phone of me, and I don't know how I took a video. Thank God I didn't accidentally go live because I was so drunk. I took a video of myself peeing. My phone's like in my lap while I'm peeing. You see me taking the toilet paper, ripping it off, and I'm talking to my mom, who is by the sink, but there's also people in the bathroom, and I'm going like, he's an engineer. And I'm so hammered. This is what I said. This is so embarrassing.
Can you play the video?
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Please play it. Kim.
No.
Don't tease me.
What?
That I think we should definitely play.
You guys suck. It's gonna be so embarrassing. Because in it, I'm in it. I say something like really pathetic, like I gotta get out there before he gets away.
I need to see this.
I'm embarrassed.
Kim.
I haven't listened yet.
That's even better. We
this-
could react together for the first time.
Okay, let me find this
It'd
shit.
be so much fun.
Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. Oh no.
I really like that.
Here it is.
It's kind of like when you have a.
He lives in Melbourne. Hold on. I forgot his name. Why is this doing this?
I don't know.
He lives in Melbourne. I forgot his name though. He's a military? No, he's an engineer.
So that is for that group. They don't used to
Mom, there's not only one company.
Listen, they're all there. Believe me, I know how much of the there.
Hold on, I'm peeing.
Peeing.
Let's see if he's still there when we're done.
He was making the line for the bathroom.
You know they go quick. I think.
As soon as I heard your voice and that, I tasted alcohol.
Let's see if I haven't listened. What happened?
How long is this video?
Like 10 more seconds. Okay, that's it.
I mean,
But like you could hear, I was like, I gotta get out there. They go quick.
you're smashed. Your very first word in that video is, I forgot his name, but he's an engineer.
So yeah, that's how drunk I was. And Alex, I don't get drunk. I don't get drunk. So I hang out with him the whole night. I'm dancing with him. I'm also, my stepdad told me the next day that I'm pulling him over to my stepdad and being like, you have to ask my stepdad if he can take me on a date. And my stepdad's like, I don't give a fuck.
Nobody has ever asked him a question about you in history.
Ever in my life. My stepdad doesn't even know my middle name.
When somebody comes up
We're not even friends.
to your stepdad and says something about Kim, he goes, who's Kim?
Yes.
Literally.
Exactly. Literally. My stepdad's like, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, you have to ask him because he's my boyfriend now. And I'm telling everyone he's my boyfriend. So then this is where I'm going to tell you what happened and what I remember. But what I remember is being in the car, telling my parents to stop at Taco Bell, telling my parents to stop before we got to Taco Bell because I needed to throw up, and opening the door. I remember vomiting.
Okay.
And then I
Why
remember.
do you always remember the vomit? It's
I don't
like,
know.
Can't the alcohol push the vomit part
Please
out?
leave the vomit out. You like the way you left this video out. Leave my vomit
Give me
out.
back a good part of the night.
Please.
Yeah.
Give me back Michael B. Jordan. Where's that?
Where is he? I have a feeling he was never there. Go on.
and then so I remember that, and then being at home eating. Okay, so what I did was, apparently while it was blackout, I texted this guy when I was in the car with my parents on my way home. I forgot that I was in someone else's home. My drunken state thought that I was going back to my apartment in New York.
Fair enough.
Okay.
That's okay with me, even though that's literally retarded, but I'm okay with it.
And I texted him my parents' address,
You texted him
thinking that it was my own home. I just know that I would never invite a guy. Either I thought it was my own home, or this is probably what it was. I probably assumed, because my parents are big partiers, that we were going to keep partying when we got home.
Okay.
So I think in my head, that's what it was. I was
think
like, let's
so,
keep
too.
it going. Come over, hang out. It wasn't like a slutty thing.
That
Like, come
sounds right
fuck
to
me.
me. Yeah.
It was kind of like, so I texted him, but I say nothing to my parents. I text them drunkenly in the car. I just sent them an address at 2:04 a.m. Sent him the address and said, come over. No context at all. So when we pull up from Taco Bell, he's already there. And my parents like, what's this guy doing here that you were with at the bar all night? And my mom has this video of him helping me out of the car. I'm so hammered. I could barely walk. He's like helping me, walking me in the house. We're in the living room with my parents. Everyone's hanging out. I'm probably one of the most unattractive I've ever been. I'm laying on the couch, eating a cheesy Gordy crunch, and it is just like falling apart at my mouth everywhere. There's just cheese everywhere. I throw the other half on the floor.
When you're sober, it's hard to eat one of those clean.
I
to
know.
be fair.
I throw the other half on the floor, and then I pass out on his lap. I wake up at 5, 6 in the morning. The sun's just peeking out, still on his lap. And he's still there.
He's sitting talking to your parents?
No.
Or he's laying down,
Everyone went to
or-
bed. I don't know what happened.
How are you on his lap? He's sitting on
I
the-
laid on his lap. He's sitting up on the recliner, and it's
Okay.
like kind of reclined.
Oh, so he's comfortable.
Yes.
Enough to be there for 4 hours.
Yes. And then 3 hours.
Okay.
And then I wake up and at this point I'm still hammered, and I'm like, let's go lay down. So we just go lay down in the bed, because now I feel bad. I have this guy over.
You can't just kick him out at
You
5
can't
in the
just kick him
morning.
out. It's
You just slept on him.
I just
like-
slept on him with cheese. Didn't fuck him. So then we're just laying. We just pass out.
He thought earlier in the night that
he
this
was
night
going
was
to
going so
He was doing this to his friends
differently.
every time I turn around.
Every time. It's also really embarrassing to catch that every time you turn around.
I was like, yeah, baby, show me off, baby.
Go dap him too. Go tell him. Go point
Tell
me
him
out.
you're gonna fuck me too. So yeah, and then yeah, basically the guy, my mom came in the morning and and my whole family thinks I'm a slut now. Cause then he was in my room in the morning and I was like, we didn't fuck, we didn't even kiss, we didn't even touch. I just ate a taco on his lap. Like literally, that's it. That's all I did.
I just disrespected him hardcore all night.
Yes. And then he ended up just staying
The day?
the whole day and having dinner with us. Because he ended up just getting along with my family is very easy to get along with. And they're also the kind of people that are like, you want lunch? And then
Yeah.
after lunch, they're like, you want dessert?
Like, we're making dinner already. Stay.
and so the
yeah.
whole day it was a joke that Pierre was my boyfriend. And then that's it. And then he tried to kiss me when he left. And I was like, ooh, ooh.
What made you think I would ever want to kiss you?
No. I was
Of
like, get
course
out. I know you've been with me for 48 hours, but get out.
That's not what this was about. I was just wanting to play house for a little
I just
while.
wanted a taco, dude. I don't know how this happened. I just wanted Taco Bell.
You wanted more than Taco Bell if you texted him at 2 a.m. to come to your parents' house.
Whoopsies.
What did he look like the next day?
Not like Michael B. Jordan. But still very cute. Very cute. It's cute enough to where when each of my sisters came over, which I have 3 of them, or came out of their rooms, they were like, who's this guy? He's cute.
Okay.
Like that. So I was like, okay.
So that wasn't
The
like
rude
one
part
of
was that he
those.
was really hot and then had no hair under his hat, which I think is kind of like putting on too much makeup for a girl. I'm like, you should tell me you're bald. I'm
Really?
fine with it, obviously, but like,
Yeah,
I want to
mean,
know.
I didn't know that was a thing for you.
Yeah, I need to know what I'm getting into.
Okay. You like an
I don't like a surprise.
an out of the closet bald
if I
guy.
if I choose bald, then I choose it. I don't want you to surprise me with bald.
No, I actually totally agree with that.
It's like on
Nothing worse.
Tinder when a redhead makes his pictures black and white. It's like I will fuck a redhead. I won't fuck a redhead that makes his pictures black and white.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't want it to be a surprise.
Don't surprise redhead me. I have to be
Don't-
prepped for it.
Don't leave that
Sorry,
shit for
Francis.
the last minute.
No, you're a redhead.
You think Francis is a redhead?
Is he not?
I think Francis is like.
Definitely not.
Let me see you. Can you
It's
put the
weird.
camera on
His
you?
hair's darker than I like think of it in my head, but I picture Francis as being like a blonde guy, pretty much, because it's such light.
Francis, can you put the camera on you? I need people to tweet at us if you're a redhead or not.
He's not a redhead.
You know what? Oh, okay. That looks
Oh, Frank.
more like a redhead than I've ever seen in my life.
Well, now that you say it,
You're a redhead. But you know what? You're a hot redhead. You're not like one of those like pasty ones.
yeah.
No offense.
I'm not a redhead.
God damn.
I used to have a thing for
Take it back.
pasty
Okay, I'm
redheads.
sorry.
You know who I had the biggest thing
I
for?
have
as
a lot
kid?
of friends that have a thing for pasty redheads.
Can I tell you who I literally would have died to fuck when I was a kid? This
Pete and
is
Pete.
Really embarrassing. No, it gets actually much worse, I think.
Who?
Ron Weasley from Harry Potter.
Oh, you know what? Ron Weasley was kind of low key hot. I get it.
wanted him. I wanted him inside of me. Can we pull up a picture of Ron Weasley?
Ron Weasley was your man. Guess who was mine?
Who?
Guess.
I
On
mean,
Harry Potter,
not
guess.
on Harry Potter?
Ron Weasley's pretty hot.
Draco Malfoy. That is
Yes.
the hottest picture of him. That's who I would have wanted.
You
That's
guessed.
the version of him I wanted. Draco Malfoy, I get that.
You guess.
I get it.
Draco Malfoy was exactly my type.
Can we see Draco?
With his hair slicked back. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. He looked like a little
Something-
fucking Joffrey.
Something about the fucking jawline on Ron Weasley.
Yeah,
I
Ron
loved-
Weasley's hot.
He's hot, right? Okay. Well, why was that embarrassing for me? I didn't think
Because-
anybody agreed.
Yeah, because no one agreed. But he was. Oh, see, I made the mistake.
Yeah, he's not as cute in the face.
No,
He
but I
doesn't-
thought he was so fucking sexy. The way he would make my little puss thrump.
I get it. He was also the bad boy. He was the bad boy of Hogwarts.
He was, yeah.
So there's something hot about him, like
I
bullying.
like a man in trouble.
Yeah. A little sneaky.
So yeah, that was my embarrassing thing back home. That's pretty bad, right?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I would still...
And like my dad came over later afternoon. He was still there. My dad was like, "Who's this?" And my stepdad was like, "That's some dude Kim brought home last night."
I'm pregnant with this kid.
And I was like, "Yeah, this is my boyfriend. I don't know. Can we stop saying that I brought him home last night?" Like they kept saying, "This is some guy that Kim brought home last night."
It's like, why don't
That's
you
how
ask
they
him?
introduced him to my sisters. That's how they. And I was like, "Stop saying it like that." And they're like, "We don't know what you did with them." And I was
Ask
like,
him if
"Can
he
you
feels
stop?"
like I brought him home last night because he does not feel like that. I'm
Neither of
sure.
us feel like that.
He's incredibly disappointed. Look in his eyes.
But then I didn't kiss him, and then he left, and then
Kim, you could have fucking kissed him.
I know, but I got nervous because we'd already gone through so much.
Did
and
you not kiss him for the same reason I said no to all those boys who asked me to dance at the first dance I went to? You were just nervous. You
I
should've
was.
kissed
It
him.
was like I walked him out in front of my family. Then my mom has this camera at the front door. I don't want her to. It felt very high
to capture a
schoolish.
moment
Yes.
of your first kiss with him.
Yes, like I just didn't. I wanted to be separate from all of it. You know what I mean?
Your mom might be filming too much. I mean, between the
way
baby
she
coming
has
out of your
cameras
sister's
everywhere.
vagina and
There's
like
no privacy in the home.
having a video of him walking
She has a
you out of the
camera
car.
in the living room. Every time you walk, if you're in the living room or the kitchen or on the way to her room, the camera catches you and it sends a text to her phone every time you walk by it.
She got a ring.
Yeah, she's got one of those things, but she has them in the house.
They shouldn't be inside.
One time I went back home for my high school reunion and I legitimately fucked this dude. And then I brought him home for, was it Christmas? What holiday was it that I was home? I don't remember what month I fucked this fool. But I brought him home as my boyfriend for like a month. And I think it was like October or November. November probably. Thanksgiving. I don't know. And I fucked him in the room and then I saw one of those cameras on the nightstand pointed to the bed. And I was like, Mom,
Can I see your phone?
I was like, is this plugged in? And she was like, why? And I was like, because I fucked.
Because you're gonna see something enter me. Like
I was like, you don't want to see what I did.
I'm against those cameras anywhere in the house. Like, what if I need to do a naked sprint to the dryer real quick for like a fresh pair of underwear or something like that?
There's no doing that in the house.
I don't know. What I know. What
Then
if,
Carlos is going to come out and nut his pants.
what if you know everybody's out? What if you know Carlos is at bingo?
You don't take the risk. One time someone ate the last 3 pieces of cake and I sat with her and we watched every single person that went in the kitchen for like 2 hours and counted the slices they took.
She's not using it for security. She's using it for surveillance.
Yes.
I like
She's taking the
that.
power too far.
I kind of like it. Yeah. I've had issues recently with like not wanting my parents to know that my boyfriend was coming over for a hot second and that like he can't come through the front door because there's a camera there. Frustrating.
Because it's like he's just coming in for 20 minutes and then leaving.
Yeah, like don't make me have to sneak this around. I'm an adult now. Come on.
Please.
Let me just privately sneak it around you.
Please. I don't want you to know that I just got fucked for 20 minutes real quick.
Did I ever tell you about the time, this was like just as my parents were finding out that I was smoking weed and they were still like making an attempt to be like, we're not
stop
okay
it.
with this. Yeah. And I was trying to be sneaky. It was like 8 p.m. or so. I told my parents that I was going to bed for the night and I went upstairs and whatever was happening, it was like summertime, like things were just starting to get dark outside. And they went outside to like check on the side of the house to like plan their gardening because they were going to the garden store the next day to buy plants.
Okay.
And literally, like I opened my window all the way. I had a bong, which is a stupid way to be smoking weed when you're trying to hide
Out
it.
a window, yes.
I leaned my entire body out the window, like literally from torso up, my entire body's out the window so that no smoke could possibly escape back into the room. And I light up the bong and I start pulling this big ass rip. And just at like the climax of the hit, my parents both just come walking around the side of the house and look up at me with an entire bong in my hand.
It's just bad timing.
Just right there, just a few feet up from them. It was really bad.
Just bad timing.
Really bad
Did you have
timing.
to blow it out in front of him?
Yes.
Oh,
No. I don't think I did, actually. I think I just brought my entire body and the bong back into the room, blew it out inside of the room, closed the window. They're up in my room 25 seconds later being like, we saw that. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, fuck.
Literally,
I don't
just
want a
playing that
teenage
game.
daughter. What a bitch.
What a bitch. We made eye contact.
You were gaslighting your parents.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you coming at me?
Like, you guys are insane and fucking old.
Fun story. Shortly after that, my dad nailed the windows shut for like 3 years. He was
My
like, "You're-"
parents put hurricane shutters on my windows.
What are those?
Oh, that's so crazy that people don't know what that is.
And don't you need them?
During hurricane season,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
But you put them up on your windows during hurricane season so like trees don't break or the glass doesn't break.
But they come on and off.
Yeah, they're like metal shutters that go over the windows that you screw in. You bolt into.
So you wouldn't even get sunlight?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, well, during the hurricane, there's no sun out.
Right, but you said that your parents put them on your
because they caught me
window.
sneaking out. And that's what I told them. So one day I came home after school and I unbolted them and put them up on their window. And when they came home, they're like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "You try living without sunlight." And that's what I said.
I like that. Oh, I made a big thing about fresh air. A big deal about how I couldn't get any fresh air in the room and that they were taken away from all of my...
Poor Alex.
Yeah. I deserve fresh air. What
I'd
kind
be
of...
like, "Bitch, the front door is right there. Go sit on the front porch."
What kind of girl is confined to a room where you can't even open the window? I was fucking dramatic about
you were
it.
pissed.
Oh, for a year. I talked about it at school. I was talking about it at therapy. I was like, they don't trust me. Like, yeah, they shouldn't.
Oh, fuck.
It was great. Good times.
Have you guys ever gotten caught in front of your parents doing something?
I've gotten caught by my parents like smoking and stuff. Never sex, but
Sex?
no, but I got caught by like strangers having sex in my car and stuff like that.
That's a fun
Did they
one.
say anything to you?
Yeah, they're like pound on the car, going, "Get the fuck out of my neighborhood."
No.
It's honestly nice of them to not call the cops.
Yeah.
Because then it's how embarrassing when you have to show up to court with your fucking girl who you were banging. Both of you have to show up to court.
Really?
and-
Is that
yeah.
what happens?
That's what happens. It happened to two of my friends. I think I told this on the show recently.
It's my
but
worst nightmare.
I had to like call their school. I had to call my friend's boyfriend's school the day that he had to miss school for court to
no.
pretend to be his mom and be like, "He's out for the day. He's not feeling well."
I fucked a dude in a car pretty recently.
That's not good. All right, hold on. Let's go around. When was the last time you fucked somebody in a car?
I gotta check the date.
In a car, it has to be at least 6-7 years ago, at least.
I haven't
6 or 7 years
fucked
ago.
in a car
Yeah.
in at least 8 years, I'm going to say.
Okay, I fucked in a car
2 years.
2 years.
That's pretty close. Yeah, okay.
I fucked in a car February 9th.
Well, I guess we know the order of classiness on this podcast.
Yeah, I fucked in a car February 9th, and it was
That's
great. It was really good
literally-
sex.
It's the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Mhm. Yeah, I fucked in a car 3 weeks ago.
What car? What kind of car? Is it going to give too much away?
No. I don't know.
If it's not a Maserati, I'm not fucking in it.
Was it front seat or back seat?
Alex, you sneak your boyfriend into your parents' home. It was a backseat.
That's bold.
Is it?
Backseat's the place to go, though.
Want to hear the
I used to do
craziest part?
passenger side seat.
It was parked in front of at night. It was parked in front of an elementary school at night, though.
That's
I don't know if that could get you in trouble.
I
at
don't think
night.
so either, but I feel like that's one of those things where it depends on the cop that you get.
I guess so.
You know what I mean?
It's like also it was the winter concert,
Yeah.
like the winter Glee Club concert
Oh
that
my
night
God.
where everybody's at the
school
for-
dance?
Yeah.
yeah, I did that. Is that bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't love it. I'm like, it's like go out and get it for sure, but why didn't you have a place to go?
We did, but we were in between going places. Like we had just gone to dinner and we had a few drinks, and then we were going to a bar, and then like we parked the car to go into the bar, and then we like made out for a minute, and then we had sex, and then we went to the bar, and then we went home.
Let me clarify. I'm 100% for this. I think it's awesome and great, and also it's bad. Like something about it.
But why is it bad?
I don't know. I feel like the cutoff for fucking in a car should be like 22.
Before that, I haven't fucked in a car. I swear to God, probably since high school.
How was it? How was the movement?
It was so great.
Yeah?
It was so good.
Did you feel super skinny for being able to fuck comfortably in a car?
Yes.
Because that's like a skinny girl game.
Yeah, it was great.
Which you are, by the way, super skinny right
Thank
now.
you. Thank
You look
you.
fantastic.
Thank you. Been snacking on air. I'm learning a lot about eating disorders from TikTok. These girls are skinny. Oh,
want
thank
some?
you. A grape?
Yeah.
I eat like Peter Pan does in Hook. Just with my imagination.
It's so sad.
I'm like, ooh, what is this? Mashed potatoes?
I'm just gonna pretend that I'm like too poor to eat.
That's literally what I do. I'm like, I should just eat like how I could afford to eat a year ago.
You're doing the opposite of the Little Princess.
Yeah.
Pretending that there's not food on the table.
Yes. So yeah, I fucked in a car 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of proud of it. I think
It wasn't something I usually do, but you know, I think that when you're in the moment, it's kind of sexy. It's gross to plan fucking in a car.
but it's like now that you mention it, I kind of feel like I should fuck in a car like one more time before I die.
It was
Right?
a necessary movement for me. I was very happy about it.
It was the next move in your life.
It
You
was
had
the
to do
next.
it.
I have this app called The Pattern. It reads my horoscope. I think that was my next horoscope. That's what it was telling me.
All right. I did a 180. I'm on board. I'm gonna fuck.
Are
in a
you guys
car.
judging me over there for fucking in
How
a
do you
car,
guys
Bobby?
feel about
What do you
car
feel?
fucking as an adult, as a full-grown adult?
I mean, if you have to, you have to.
Well, I didn't have to.
she didn't have to at all.
Well, yeah.
I had a home I could
But
fuck
I mean,
in.
if it's there, I would take it for sure.
Right?
in the
You would
car.
do it if a
Yes.
girl tried to fuck you randomly.
Yes, for sure.
Francis?
I'm
Frank did
still
it 2
judging
years
you for
ago.
calling me a redhead.
I'm sorry.
Fucking appalled.
He's really upset with me.
I want to find
true.
a new way to trigger Frank every week.
Oh, God, yes.
That's
we
a
can make
good
it a
one.
segment.
You little red locks.
So, yeah, I fucked in a car.
Yeah.
One
that's
time,
hot.
one time in college, I was dating this guy, and we got invited to. I worked at this bar in college, and we had like a bunch of regulars that were like, we were all 18-year-old girls, but there were like regulars that were like 40-year-old men that had money that like were alumni from the school, and they would invite us to like the holiday parties and stuff because we were like their waitresses or whatever. And I brought my boyfriend to this New Year's Eve party at this mansion we got invited to at one of the guys' friends' house. And we all went there, and we were all dressed so beautifully. And the way that I got fucking hammered and fucked him in like 3 rooms of the house in this beautiful, classy party. Someone walked in on us fucking in the bathroom. And I
That's
was like,
the way to do it when
I was
you're like 20, though.
yeah. And then I was like, you know what? I guess we have to go down to the wine cellar now. We fucked in this wine cellar. It was disrespectful.
That sounds
And then
great.
I remember the next day, it's, one of the guys being like, were you the girl that fucked in the wine cellar? And I was like, oh,
You know it.
y'all.
All proud.
Yeah. I was like,
I like that people in the party, that like word got across the party that somebody was fucking in the wine cellar.
it was me coming out of the wine cellar with this dude.
That's great. I love that. Wow. I feel like we pulled a lot of
Info out of
like
me.
yeah. I learned a lot
Tweet
about
at me if you
today.
think I'm a slut.
Yeah, tweet at us. Let us know how you feel about fucking in the car. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah.
Sounds hot, Kim. Good
Thank
for you.
you.
I'm happy. You got that D.
Thank you.
Got the D and the C.
I got the D in the C.
Car?
Oh, okay. Or it could be cunt. Dick in the cunt.
You did get the D and the C.
All right.
I think that's it for today.
I think that's it. I'm good with my therapy session for today. Are we good? Can we wrap this up?
I'm ready. Wrap it, baby.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Broad Topics. You can follow me on Twitter at Kim Congdon, on Instagram on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon, on TikTok at Kim Congdon. Yeah. Alex?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at I am Alex Scar. And please subscribe to Gas Digital Network with promo code TOPICS if you are interested in watching all of our episodes on demand whenever you want to, as well as all episodes of all shows on Gas Digital Network. You could also catch this show live every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. at gasdigitalnetwork.com/live, and for free every Monday on iTunes and YouTube. So thanks for listening. We love all of our listeners. Really grateful. And we'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye.